See, like mine won't go past one bar, it still keep one bar on it.
My ex.
Give me sign your
Check
name.
on the guys that put my phone room, preach
It's
stuff and
fine.
service if
You
they
should
got.
put him under his.
Oh,
I
He pointed at the wrong.
I pointed wrong, that wasn't my fault.
We're gonna get a new secretary.
It's all right.
Poor Randy.
I'm gonna forge your name, Lisa, is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh,
Have my permission. Put an X and a smiley face.
there you go.
What kind of equipment I wanna upgrade, what are you thinking about? Vehicle wise, you might have said vehicle.
Well,
I'm just curious.
we purchased one last year off of Gov
Yeah,
Deals.
you
Got
know, I
a
know about that one.
heck of a deal on it.
Mhm.
The next one will be we got a half-ton GMC. It was an old game order truck. We would like to update it. It's getting age on it and we're starting to dollar us to death.
Starting to show up the age on it.
And we're looking at replacing it with a 3/4 four-door pickup of some sort. So we can carry members and put a camper top on it and carry our generators. Not a new one, just something good used, more dependable, four-wheel drive, of course.
All right, it's 6 o'clock, we'll bring the safety committee to order. Have a motion to suspend the reading of the last minutes.
I'll make the motion.
Have a motion. Have a second.
Second.
All agree and say aye.
Uh,
All right, now I have a motion to accept the minutes as written from the previous meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Have a motion, have a second.
Second.
All right, all agree and say aye.
Aye.
All right. In case y'all haven't heard, Terry Bell's dad passed away this morning about 2 o'clock. So we're gonna have him out tonight and tomorrow from, I think, 10 to 11, 10 to 1.
10 to 1, I believe.
They're gonna bury him.
2.
Yeah. All right, we've got, we'll go ahead and get in, we've got couple of budgets we need to look at. We'll go ahead and do the mortuary, we hadn't done it yet. All right, looks like it's the same thing as it was last year, $13,500 for communication, office supplies, and utilities.
Did they spend that 13.5 that we give them?
That's what we started the budget out when we opened it up.
But they did use it.
As far as I know, that's the first I've seen it.
I mean, they used the 13.5 exactly, or have they
I
got,
have no idea.
have they got a balance of 3,000 or 4,000 left?
No idea.
Who's presenting the budget for the board?
It was laying here on the desk, that's all I know. It says safety committee needs to consider the budget for the mortuary. I talked to Carol today, she didn't say anything about it. You wanna put it off till following meeting to find out some more information on it, we can do that.
Budget and finance are not where there's any money in there or not. Send it to them and let them.
They're not asking for any more anyway, so.
No,
I'd say they didn't use it all. I'd say they didn't use it all if they're not wanting any more.
I would, well, like I said, that's what we started out with, so.
I'm with saying the budget and finance is written.
I'll second.
All right, I have a motion on the floor, and a second to go ahead and proceed with the budget and finance. All agree and say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, lifetime? Good enough. Now, we have Warren County Rescue Squad. I'll get to Anthony later, cause he got pictures and everything else to show.
You've got pictures and
We ain't got time for all that, tonight.
Well, I talked to him earlier this morning, he said I get chicken with the head cut off.
Yeah, I slept 24 hours. How long in service?
Well, I felt the same way when I talked to him, I think I felt 22. And we got, Chief of the Rescue Squad, Chad, with us, we've got, Kyle's assistant chief. Now, I know, we got Mike as treasurer, the rescue squad, and they have their proposed budget. If you've got any questions you need to ask about the budget, I'm sure they will feel free to answer them. And if they can't answer it, they get answered.
What was the 15-16 budget?
We give them a one-time amount from to buy pagers and communication. We give them, I think it was 30,
I think it's 34 or something like
I believe that's right. It was,
There was some, radios on we put in there one time.
Last year, I was one time.
yeah, it was just a one-time thing, 'cause
25 pagers, it was right at $10,000, $99.84 or something.
which y'all had to do it because the communications went to the split payment.
No, our other pagers
that. Other pagers
went obsolete.
obsolete, can't get part for
We
them.
couldn't buy parts anymore.
Well, that's the funny thing about Motorola's pagers, after a year old, they're obsolete, they don't repair them.
But you can still get parts for them for a little while.
What was the budget
We had
for
Novas,
that?
I think what they was, they wasn't Motorola.
Their budget usually runs 25,000. He's asked for 5,000 more, 6,000 more this year. But it's usually 24, was what we were talking about, 24.3, 24.
Somewhere close to 25 usually.
Last year's budget was 33,930 or 973. And the one-time fee for 25 Motorola Minotaur 6 pagers was $9,625.
That's on top of that 33,973.
No, that was included.
Oh,
Yes.
How did y'all do on your breakfasts this spring?
We done good except for one ice storm.
Yeah, that hurt that one.
Yeah, that killed us. But we took in 5 breakfasts was $4,185, I believe, which is about average.
I don't know if you heard when you come in, but they're needing a little increase. I got that update one of their
How
meetings.
many calls did y'all make last year?
We had 4, 5, 6, 7. We was paged out to around 12 calls that ended up being a total of about 9. They signaled 9 before we got there.
About the time we get everything out, ready to go,
Yeah.
Did it
Okay.
cancel out on you?
That was straight Warren County Rescue Squad calls. We responded to White County, I know of 5 more times to assist them in rope rescue. And we went to Coffee County once, maybe twice.
And to kind of give them a little inlight on what we were talking about earlier, like with their call outs, missing persons, your dragging, what is required of y'all to furnish when y'all are there? You know, like with family or food for people that are coming in and,
If we have a call out that requires additional assistance, or we have to bring in surrounding counties to help recover a body or something, we are responsible by the state, it's in our bylaws, that we are to furnish them food and also their gas fees. Lodging is on their own, but we're supposed to supply the 2 things.
Who do you have to pay workman's comp insurance on?
Our members,
you know,
Really?
yeah.
they get hurt on Call.
Right, so you have to keep workman's comp for them, even though it's
Yes.
voluntary.
Yes. We don't have to, but it's a voluntary organization, and it's just, somebody gets out there and gets hurt and can't work
You've got
for their
workman's
family.
comp- Workman's comp on.
Right, and, our regular insurance that we cover, we go through Southern Insurance here in town, but they supply it out to BFIS, which is, I'm sure the ambulance service uses those too. If we respond from a call from our house to the building, or as long as we're on that call, we're covered under their blanket insurance also.
I wonder what they gauge it on, because like for a business, they gauge it on the pay, you know, the payroll and stuff. It's just a flat fee at a certain amount.
For 35 members that we have on our roster is about $1,826 a year, workman's comp only.
That's not as high as you think it is for 35 people. So I don't know what they're basing it on.
I don't know how they base it.
I think they're kind of figuring you don't even gonna have much chance of using it, but still, there's always that chance.
Yeah, unless the payout's not very good either, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you go in and out, till you go back to the station, you're covered. Once you go back to the station, you're not covered. That's the same way the fire department.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not covering you for a full 40 hours a week or nothing like that.
No.
So maybe what's based on.
No.
No. I don't remember what ours is either. I know what our life insurance is, but I don't remember what that is.
Well, I think they do a good job, not just going on calls, but I know which is not really in their criteria to do, but they do it because they want to help. And that's like when we have major benefits at Fairview, they come and help park cars, and they may not seem like a lot, but they come out and volunteer their time and their vehicles and stuff like that. So there's a whole lot more they do than just go out on calls.
Yeah, this past year during the ice storm, we stayed out several weekends, not only in Warren County, but Sparta White too, so.
Well, I make a motion, we accept his budget and pass it on.
All right, I have a motion on the floor to accept the budget and pass it on to Budget and Finance with their final meeting on it. Do I have a second on the floor?
I'll second.
Have a second by Carl. All agreeing, say aye. Opposed, like that. There is none. There's no Budget and Finance.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I don't know when their next meeting is. They're going through it this morning, so.
I was telling you earlier, we have a meeting at 6 o'clock every other Tuesday. Y'all guys are welcome to drop in anytime and
If
ask
we're gonna have a
questions.
breakfast, they like. to
PM
have
or
it
AU?
PM.
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 And if you're gonna have a breakfast.
Hey, you
just
don't
like
wanna have
them, come down
breakfast.
to your standard.
That's right, right. That'll start after the toy drive in January.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, gentlemen, we appreciate it.
appreciate what y'all do.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you next.
Mr. Anthony, you're next, sir.
Preston's on vacation this week and he asked me to come by. And basically what he told me to bring by with him, this is just a couple pictures of where the new truck we got getting remounted right now. There's the pictures where they're taking the box off. They emailed them, we printed them off. The new chassis was supposed to have been there May 30th, the week of May 30th. And they upgraded to 5,500 instead of 4,500 chassis for the same cost. Had to do with the liquid spraying system, like we got on the one out in Burstall, Yancey Station. It's a real good ride truck, and they upgraded to 5,500. They're supposed to be stripping the box this week, sanding it down. They're gonna take all the door handles, all the laptops, and they'll be shipped back to us. Got an email from him yesterday. I checked it, I read it today, and he said everything's going on schedule. Everything's good. Truck chassis.
That box looks bad now, don't it?
Yeah, and they're gonna have to turn it into a type 1, and basically what that is, that box right there is a walk-through box. It had a big door in it, you know, where you could walk from actually the cab of the Chevrolet
And to the back, yeah.
into the back. Of course, this is gonna be on actual truck chassis, so there won't be nothing there, but roughly a 12 by 12 hole, you know, so they're what they call a type 1 box. And they're gonna close that off, which they're in the process of doing it in the next couple of weeks.
Well, I had the opportunity to go down and tour the plant last month and talk to the owner of the plant. I spent the day with him. And he assured me that one thing that did impress me about this company we're dealing with, it's not going to, it's not like a lot of shops, you bring something in and somebody starts working on it and they hand it off to somebody else. This shop here, whoever starts it finishes it. They sign off on
Right, you
it.
said the same ones work on it all the way through.
And they
That
sign
way
off
you can't blame
on
it on somebody else.
They sign off on it at the end of the process, and he said if you have problems with the ambulance, do not bring it to us, we will come to you. And if we can't fix it there, we will take it back to the shop and fix it. He said at no cost.
You think that bigger vehicle's gonna be all right though, as far as the ride and everything?
Yeah, the only thing that I know of, and I may be wrong on this, you know, if it's Preston again, but all that that we talked about was, it's gonna have a little bit beefier for rear end in it. The rear end's gonna be more heavy duty, but other than that, it's gonna be the same, pretty well, same
He
dimensions,
said it'd be the same height. and
same everything, just the rear end's gonna be a little bit heavier duty. And actually, the fixed stop,
It may ride a little rougher.
it could, you know, it's gonna be a 4-wheel drive too, so I'm sure it won't be as smooth as a 2-wheel drive,
You
probably.
go from a 45 to a 55, there's gonna be a difference in the ride.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing that I've ever had complaints about, and it's been several, is the ride of an ambulance. But you're riding on a ton truck, how many ton trucks you been in?
They're not comfortable.
That's my response, always, it's a
That-
ton truck.
Yeah, the ton trucks are not gonna be.
Which is, in the liquid spring system, in that last Dodge you bought, the 2-wheel drive, it's over Highway 8, it's the best riding truck we got. It's really, you can come out and get in the Dodge we got at the main station, the 4-wheel drive, it ain't liquid spring, and then go get in that one, and there's a lot of difference in it. A whole lot of
So that might
So-
take care of
so
But the
I-
new one's gonna have that same
Liquid spring
system.
system too,
Cool.
yeah. I don't know the price numbers on it, y'all talked about it at one time, but it was a little bit more pricey, but not.
It cost him $1,300 more, but he said since he told us that he already had a 4,500, that he'd take that price. He
I
needs
understand.
that.
Yes, sir.
But the
Plus, there was
ride-
other stuff that he was gonna do free of charge. Well, said he'd fix it, we didn't put it into the bid, and he noticed while we were down there that day, and he said, I'll take care of that too.
I'm pretty sure the only thing's gonna be different, is gonna be heavier duty than the ring.
And it's got the same size tires and everything, it is.
You know what gear the rear end's got in them?
Couldn't tell you.
14.
The ones we got now currently,
They're probably 14.
I think it's right. Now, I don't know what that's 5,500 though. I think the one we got now is 14.
456, but it won't be a lot different.
Seen about it, he told us, but I don't remember.
You know what kind of fuel mileage that 4,500 get?
I can't tell you right off, just a week ago to Nashville and back on half a tank of fuel. And it's somewhere around 18 something, I think. I think it's getting somewhere around 18, 16 to 18. I think.
That's awfully good.
I think it's,
Yeah.
I think that's about what it's getting. Now, that's
I
what it was
wasn't figuring you getting that much.
when it was newer, you know, it's got that digital screen on it, and you could put it in, and it was averaging, I think, somewhere around 16 or 18. But now that was back, you know, 50,000 miles ago.
Well, that's Freightliner.
I
Would do that?
No.
He's getting 8, 7 and 8, ain't he?
Yeah, they won't do that. I think it's somewhere in the teens. I can't tell you the exact, but it's somewhere in the teens.
This same drivetrain, just a little maybe heavier truck.
It gets
So
heavy.
Ain't too much different.
It gets good fuel mileage. We can go in any of the other trucks, which I don't know how big the tank is on all of them. But we can head out in the Dodge on full tank and get back and have just a little over half still left. And then the other trucks, they're not. It takes 3/4 in the Freightliner and stuff. But on the tank side, I'm
I'm
sure
glad it
they're
got
good.
ordered. I didn't know it had for sure. I'm glad it got ordered and they're working on it, but I didn't know where it had for sure been ordered.
Yeah, you got a receipt date on that yet?
What was 90 days out, wasn't it?
He said we'd have it in 100 days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask something where I'm gonna laugh here, but that new Dodge, it is gonna have a good sized tank on it.
Good.
What I'm saying is we're not gonna get into these small tanks
The
anymore.
only one we got trouble with right now is small tank maybe.
I understand, we're not gonna get in that, this Dodge, we're gonna get in that.
Yeah. No, we don't have that problem on them. I mean, as long as it's the same as them other ones, I mean, it's good. We can go to Nashville and come back and run ambulance calls all night long and fill it up next morning and not have this trouble.
That went right over my head for sure, I don't know about everybody else, it went over my head when we ordered that other one.
Yeah, it ain't, the fuel tank's
It
not
wasn't a Dodge, was it? It was
No,
a
it was like Frank.
Freightliner, had a 20-gallon tank or something.
roughly.
Yeah,
You literally, when you head to Nashville, and you're anywhere out of county, you've got to go top it off. If you run around town, you know, it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, it's got 3/4 in it, you gotta go top it off or you'll be on fumes. We've had a couple times that
But
they,
you've got a way to fill up now on the way back.
and you got cards,
yeah, we've got a way to fuel up now, yeah. It's, but it's, you can't, you gotta be topped off before you head down there.
but they did get the fuel cards for it, right?
Yeah, we got the cars.
That way you won't get caught and get something in Murfreesboro or Woodbury or something.
Yeah, we've got the cars, we're good to go on that. There's been a couple instances where we've had to in the past, you know, stop and get some fuel.
Sure.
That's before everybody got used to everything. You know, we really realized what was going on.
I'd rather do that is.
And the Dodge, the Dodge was down last week, the 4-wheel drive, it had a little exhaust problem, but we got it taken care of now. It's good to go, I picked it up Saturday morning about 10 o'clock, and it's back on the road. We've got one spare truck right now on the road, and that other one, Medic 5, still sitting up there, Turner's, and he didn't know, it's still sitting there, tank room out a week.
Everybody throw their hands on it, they don't know where to even start at.
I know,
Whether spend $3,000 or more, put a wiring harness in or sell it like you said. Then we talked to Peach State and they said that, they would try to sell it for us, to get some numbers around it, so I don't know if they've been up yet to look at it and take pictures.
No, they ain't been up there and took pictures of it, I didn't do
You
no
sell it,
well, I
you
asked
got to
them.
Like through them, you gotta put it on that website.
Well, just kinda get an idea.
Traded it in.
Unless you trade it in, I think you gotta sell it through that. I don't think you can just let them help sell it for you.
No, it's just trying to get an idea of what it's worth.
we'll keep it next year and trade it in.
And we've got to buy one next year, so
Trade it in.
Yeah,
we'll talk to them.
lick our ones.
But the next
Pull it some more
one,
of the weeds in, growing as fast.
next one's on a remount, it's a whole new.
Do what?
Investors around it.
Yeah, invest in a little Roundup and then
That's sad to say, but that's,
haul it within 5 miles of where you're gonna trade it, then drive it in.
Will be the first time.
well, yeah. Well, that brings up something else that's, and I'm getting off subject, I don't mean to, but give me 1 minute. That other, one that's the match to it that we gave the litter control, it's down. Bruce is back in his old one.
Yeah, I think it, yeah.
He can't keep that one running.
It's up Turner's,
I know it.
up there Saturday.
But it's done tore up on them
He's
too.
up there when I picked the dog.
They can't-
They was out by the house the other day in it.
Well, he was in his old one, and I rolled the window down, and I said, "Where's your young man?" He goes, so, you know, that might have been a disaster, but anyway,
But it didn't cost them much.
it cost too much, you know. It's a shame we got into that, but anyway.
We haven't really good look at these Dodges. The one with the 4-wheel drive, we got $160,000 on it, and like I said, we just had a nickel worth of problem with it.
Well, you got too many vehicles on our, not to have something happen, remember that.
Well, and you got different hands behind the wheel, you know, you got some, you know.
It's different people
Yeah,
drive
it
it.
is a lot different, yeah, it's a lot different. You
Same
just-
person drives a vehicle all the time, it's different, yeah.
Well, some people treat it like it's their own, some people treat it like it ain't mine.
It's racing
I mean,
car.
that's just the fact of it,
It's like Carl, he drive his Dodge, you don't ever have any trouble before Carl hit the tire before he gets to the crossroads.
Yep, it can happen.
Well, thank you for that update.
That's all, that
So what we looking at, close first of August before we get it?
yeah, should be. It was 90 days out, like last week or something like that, so, a little under 90 days.
This company produces, they, turn out 15 ambulances a month. That's what they turn out down there.
Where are they at exactly?
It's, about 20 miles south east of, not south, south of, Atlanta. It's right by kinda hard to explain other than that, but it's right by the dog food factory. You can smell the dog food before you get there.
Oh, yeah, I print it, no.
Yeah, it's right down below it. I thought they were crazy when they said that. No, it's there. But it's not, it's 4 buildings, 4 different buildings. It goes in one and gets prepared, goes another one be stripped, another one be sandblasted. It's 5 buildings. And when they get through sandblasting, it goes in another one, they paint it up, and it goes on the other side and they start wiring it. It's interesting. All right. Is that all the information you got?
Everything's going good. Ain't got no gripes or complaints, so we're in
Still
good shape.
hearing good things.
We're in good shape. No, everything's going good. Everything's
How's
going
the new billing process working?
good. It's going well. I mean, we've not had a lick of trouble out of the new computers. Of course, it was a little bit, everybody kinda had to get used to everything. But it's going well. So it's a real simple process, and I mean, we're going through, and the building office is taking care of everything. She's not having any complaints. Connie's having good luck. I was over there today, matter of fact, we had a couple of issues where we needed a medical assistant from the hospital, and she said it's a real easy system once you get used to it. And the new computer system we've got's going good. We don't have electrical computers, and it's up.
They done put all of them in the trucks?
Yeah, we've got all of them in two spares.
Okay.
They furnished them, and all the trucks have them. Well, I take it back, we've got all of them, every truck's got one, including our spare truck, and then we have one spare one that's not on the truck nowhere. So, we have 2 that's not in use all the time. The spare truck has one on it all the time.
So that'd be designated for your new truck.
Yeah, the spare, yeah, one of the other truck comes in over there. But it's working good, it's a lot easier to do like the quality part of it too, because I can go in there, and John Pitts was more on the quality side of it. He can go in there, if somebody got a question about running, I can go in and just look it up, and right there it is. One on the other system before, it was, 2 weeks down the road before we could even get in there and look at it. So it's real easy to make changes if it needs to be and stuff. And the hospital's not complaining about it, 'cause they're getting their stuff from us now. Before, they wasn't getting nothing for a week, and then they were getting a bunch of stuff all at once, so I've not heard any complaints out of them, so if it's gotta be going good, they'd be complaining. So
I
far,
think we got 911 on board on some on it too, so
yeah, we're supposed to be getting a CAD system,
we
some,
approved.
I can't tell you 100% fully about it, but I know we're supposed to be getting a CAD system, which basically that is, when 911 pages us to go somewhere, they send the CAD, it automatically uploads to that computer with the times and the directions and all that stuff in it. And it was, I think the company we're going through actually bit the bill on that one, and they're going to pay for all that stuff. So
We approved it the other night, so it could be online. And whatever you do, you can pull it up till it's closed.
Yeah, it's pretty good system, because it cuts time down on running that. You take somewhere 15-18 minutes to do a run, and half of that time is putting mileage and times and all in it, so it cut back a lot of the time. We've got to have the Wi-Fi on the trucks. Some of the trucks, they gotta have the internet Wi-Fi on, and a couple of them have a little issue with that, but communications has been working on that, trying to get it upgraded and all, because we've gotta have that before the CAD system will work.
I know Bob was working on it, I don't know if he.
Yeah, I don't know where we're at on that. He was working with Preston before Preston left, and I've not seen him this week or heard from him, so I can't talk about it. Preston's supposed to be back sometime Friday, I think, Friday night sometime. Everything's going pretty good. I've been kinda hanging out over there. Well, of course, it's first week, but today, stuff like that. Everything's going pretty good though. Ain't no problem. Knock on wood.
Well, I appreciate it. Have any more questions, Mr. Hackett?
Preston wanted me to ask y'all, y'all got anything you need to know from him when he gets back, so we'll be prepared for next time. Anything y'all need to know about? Do you want me to take notes tonight, too, on
I don't
You
think.
had to.
I think we're good.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Appreciate it, gentlemen.
Aye.
Uh,
All right.